Hey-ho everybody, it's me Shodredux, and of course I am back with a video commentary for the Battlefield Play4Free XM8AR assault rifle for your medic class. But before I go through and give the details of the gun, of course I need to do my few shoutouts that I like to do.
The very first shoutout goes to Captain Wise.
For being awesome, kind, and cool, for praying for me throughout all my ventures in life and giving me best wishes. So that's really awesome of them. Next shout out goes to CPR Soap X0345 for leaving a message via YouTube. And last but not least, GI96 for sending me a private message on the Play4Free forums. Alright guys, thank you very much, and with that being said, let's get started on the XM8AR. The XM8 was the U.S. military designation for the lightweight assault rifle system under development by the United States Army from the late 1990s to the early 2000s, with the help from the German small arms manufacturer Heckler & Koch to develop it. The XM8 was not just one weapon, but a system which could be reconfigured with appropriate parts to be any one of several variants, from a short-barreled personal defense weapon to a bipod equipped support weapon. Of course, the variant of the XM8 that the medic uses is the AR, which stands for automatic rifle. The total amount of ammo you get with the XM8AR is 180, and that's 60 bullets per magazine. So the ammo count per magazine is a little bit lower than your standard for your primary weapons for your medic class. However, you do get 20 bullets more for your total ammo count than average, which kinda balances that out a little bit. The XM8AR's reload time is a little over 5 seconds, which is pretty fast taken in consideration of all the primary weapons available for your medic class. The total amount of damage the XM8AR can do at closer ranges stays between the low to mid 20s in damage, and as far as headshots go, it can take anywhere from 2, maybe 3 headshots to kill your enemy. At medium ranges, if you're aiming for just the body, it does anywhere from 17 to 21 damage, and it will still take 3 headshots to kill your enemy at this range. And at long ranges, it does anywhere from 15 to 19 damage if you're shooting for the body, and it'll take 3, maybe 4 headshots to kill your enemy. The XM8AR is actually tied in comparison with the MG36 for having the best recoil. The XM8AR actually has the worst maximum damage potential out of all the medic class weapons, and what I mean by that is that, you know, the best amount of damage it can do at each of its ranges is very low in comparison to all the other LMGs that are available for your medic class, even the MG3. I mean, the MG3 has better high potential damage than the XM8AR does. Even with that being said, I still wouldn't let that deter you from using this weapon, just for the simple fact that this gun has the best firing deviation along with the MG36. And what I mean by that is whether you use hip fire or aim down sight, or whether you're standing or crouching, it's right in comparison to the MG36's firing deviation. So it's exactly the same. The XM8AR is definitely a suitable medic class weapon that can engage at all ranges and be quite effective at it. Even at longer ranges, if you aim down sight and lay your finger down on the trigger, for the first couple of seconds you can expect those shots to be relatively accurate. One of the things someone would appreciate about the XM8AR is definitely the iron sight. When you aim down sight, it doesn't take up hardly any of your screen and you can still maintain its field of view. Also, the actual tip of the sight is very nice for maintaining accurate shots at quite a long distance as well as close range, which is something everyone can appreciate about a standard iron sight without feeling the need to change the sight itself. The XM8AR is definitely a versatile automatic rifle that anyone can play with and be really effective at it no matter what map they're playing on. However, if I were to pick a map that would be a little bit difficult to use the XM8AR, it would definitely be Dragon Valley. Just for the simple fact that that is a dark map, and the XM8AR is pretty dark. So using the iron sight on that map would prove to be a little bit difficult just because of the thin nature of the sight and how dark it is. When using the hip fire of the XM8AR, it's perfectly fine to go full auto at closer ranges, and at medium ranges, it's preferred to use burst shots. Of course, it's always a good idea when using the XM8AR to aim down sight throughout all ranges, but if you really need to get your shots off fast and quickly, you can use the hip fire accuracy at closer ranges just fine. Like I've said before, this gun can serve multiple roles, especially in defensive and offensive purposes. If you want to assault a flag by yourself or defend a flag by yourself, you're definitely more than capable of doing it with the XM8AR as well. Of course, the only downside to the XM8AR is definitely the amount of damage that it does, but that's really not that big of a downside to it, just because you can maintain some pretty accurate headshots with this automatic rifle. The only types of enemies I can see being a major threat are medic class such as yourself, just for the simple fact that they do have some machine guns that are more powerful in the damage department and have a bit of a faster rate of fire than the XM8. The best map I feel the XM8AR would do well on is definitely Karkan, because it's such a big contrast in color from the gun itself and the map. It's more of like heated colors for Karkan, and the XM8AR has just the darker feel to it, so you can see everything quite well through the iron sight of the XM8AR. As far as combating long distance snipers with the XM8AR, you're definitely capable of doing it if you just maintain 2 to 3 shot bursts at a distance. It will annoy the sniper as well as deter them from trying to make accurate shots, because they'll feel the pressure of you maintaining your shots over that long distance with this gun. When coming up against assault infantry at medium ranges, as long as you maintain accurate shots and fire first with the XM8AR, you should be fine. When handling the engineer class, make sure they don't get too close, because they have personal defense weapons that fire a lot faster than yours. But if they do get close enough, you want to just use your hip fire accuracy, because aiming down sight does take quite a bit of time with any LMG for the medic class, and especially so with the XM8AR. And for the most part, when going up against medic class infantry such as yourself, you should fare fine as long as you get your shots off first, because you're fighting a lot less with the accuracy and recoil of this gun in comparison to most of the medic class LMGs. All in all, the XM8AR is definitely an enjoyable automatic rifle for anyone to have. With that being said, that's all I got for the XM8AR, and I will see you guys in the next video.